Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Mr. Krabs, and one of my favorite games of all time, Azure Striker Gunvolt, turned 3 years old recently, and the first and second game recently got ported to the Switch, so that's cool. So I decided I would make a Gunvolt related Adam Talks episode. Now, I could talk about the first game. I don't think you guys can see it, but I could talk about the first game. I could even talk about the second game, but no. Today we're going to be talking about Azure Striker Gunvolt, the anime. Where to begin with this absolute train wreck of an OVA? I love Gunvolt. The gameplay, the music, the graphics, the characters, everything. I love it. It's amazing. It's fantastic. So how did they screw up the OVA this badly? To get started, let's just address the elephant in the room: the voice acting and lip syncing in the English version. The lip syncing I find more offensive because it's super noticeable and it looks like they didn't even try. It's just, it doesn't bother me all that much in other things, but in Gunvolt the OVA, it bothered me so much. It was super noticeable, and it was super distracting, and it was just voice acting. I said the lip syncing's worse, but the voice acting is just as bad. Some dishonorable mentions go to Asimov, who is voiced by the guy who narrates the trailers and uses the exact same voice as he does when he narrates the trailers, which makes him sound really bad. Gunvolt, I wouldn't say is bad, but he was That could go for a lot of characters. There were only two good characters, two good voices. Jewel and Mirak. Jewel was actually good, but for Mirak, like, if it was any other character, I would have called it bad. But the voice actually kind of fits Mirak's character. I guess most of you are asking, Adam, if the voice acting and lip syncing bother you so much, then why don't you watch the Japanese version? Well, those may be the main problems, but those aren't the only problems I have with the entire thing. Let's start with a plot summary. It's basically just the intro stage from the first game, except stretched out to 22 minutes. Like, on average, you can beat the intro stage of the game in 5 minutes. So, like, they added a lot of other stuff to it, so it wouldn't actually be like a 5-minute OVA, because, like, I mean, who would pay for that? It's just the intro stage, but they added some other things to make it, not 5 minutes long. For example, there's a fight against Mirak, who was supposed to be the boss of the water level, but ended up being thrown into the OVA because they needed something. Copen is there for absolutely no reason. That's pretty much the plot. It's just the intro stage. Next thing I'm going to talk about is the animation. The animation is nice. It looks good. But what's actually being animated is not very good at all. The thing is, Gunvolt in the OVA, they decided to make him just as overpowered as he is in the actual games. So he literally only gets hurt twice in the entire OVA, which makes all the fight scenes incredibly boring, seeing as it's incredibly one-sided. There was one standout part when he uses Luxcalibur to slice Mirak in half. I thought that was really cool. But besides that, the fight scenes are really boring. Because you know Gunvolt's gonna win. He's just as overpowered as he is in the games. One thing I did like about the OVA is the scenes where there's the scene where Gunvolt first meets Jewel. I think that was actually really well done. I think that's in terms of acting, that was the best part of the OVA. So Jewel in general just does a really good job. Sorry if it sounds like I'm rambling, but that's because I am. One good thing that they got right in this whole thing is definitely the music. The music was composed by Ippo Yamada. He composed the Mega Man Zero and ZX games, as well as both Gunvolt games. And it sounds pretty good. Like, this is like top quality stuff that I expect from Ippo Yamada. I'm just gonna kind of wrap it up right here, give my final thoughts. Don't waste money on this. Don't waste money on Gunvolt the OVA. It's $3 in the eShop, but I still wouldn't watch it. I believe for $3 you can get Mighty Gunvolt at the on the eShop as well. That game is like 30 minutes long, but at least it's more worth your time than the 20 minutes I spent on that. Thank you for watching my incohesive rambling. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, or don't. You can unsubscribe and dislike if you'd like. It's a free website. You can do what you want. Okay, bye.